righteous indignation and feeling like you got to prove yourself is so much better than being sad and pitiful. That Ace of Swords is, I'm going to do it. I'm making the decision. Something was going on that you didn't approve of, but you didn't find out until later. Is this person going to continue occupying mental real estate in my life? Hi, Taurus. This is Michele B, and we're going to take a little bit of time to use the tarot to look at your love and money messages. First things first, for those of you who resonate with this reading, it's timeless. It doesn't matter when it is that you get it. The messages are for you. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm seeing a period where you are rebuilding yourself, trying to, I get this sense like you got knocked down so hard and you're picking yourself up and you're just like, you know what, you're not keeping me down kind of attitude. Like the forces that are around you, like you want to fight. And like in the law of attraction circles, it's like if you're fighting and struggling, then that's what you're going to keep attracting to yourself. And in a way that's true, but it is so much better than feeling sorry for yourself. Righteous indignation and feeling like you got to prove yourself is so much better than being sad and pitiful and resentful. Okay, it's a step, it's a level up energetically. You're heading in the right direction. The next step after proving yourself is being really satisfied with yourself. And so we're going to get to that point later on in the reading. But yeah, so it's like rebuilding yourself, coming to the conclusion that that you're not going to be waiting anymore for somebody else to tell you that you're good enough. You're not going to be waiting anymore for someone to tell you that you're worthy of being in a great connection, that you shouldn't be treated really well, that you shouldn't be paid really well. You're like, that's enough. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm ready to go do what it takes. This is a whatever it takes card. I'm going to do it because I am determined to live the life of my dreams, to have all the abundance that I could ever want, and to have all the perfect intimate connection where I feel loved and cared for, and I can give my love freely to someone else without any hang-ups. Yay! All right, so let's go ahead and get into the direct money messages, and then I'll do the love right after that. So speaking of money, there's a little bit of a backstory that I'm getting here from all the cards that I drew in this setup. And one thing that I've got coming up again and again, we got these twos and twos and twos. Lots of twos. It's indecision. And paired up with that Hanged Man, I'm getting that there was a period that you were coming out of at this moment where things were like you couldn't decide what to do. And it wasn't just your fault, okay? It was, there are influences from outside of you that couldn't make up their minds or kept you hanging, kept you waiting. And so you were like waiting for this opportunity to come along. And of course, like I said, you said, I'm not waiting anymore. That's enough. I've had it. So putting that flaky energy behind you, got no time for that. You need to be your own leader, okay? Don't wait for somebody else to show you the way, right? You've had it with that, and you said, boom. This is my main, these black ones are my main theme cards. You're like, boom. All right, I have my own divine connection with my abundance. I can create what I want when I want, and I am ready to do this. That Ace of Swords is, I'm going to do it. I'm making the decision. And the cool thing that happens when you make a decision, Taurus, there's no going back. It's only, and you're like steadily working away. That's the opposite of that Knight of Wands energy. The Knight of Wands guy is like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm like, I'm working at it on something. And then, oh, I decided I'm going to go do this over here now. And they just like flaked out. That's not you, Taurus. You are, I've decided this. I'm going to work away at it for as long as it takes. Once I've finally decided that something is worth my time, I'm going to keep going and going and going. And good for you, because I see positive rewards for you once you've made this decision. Even if it doesn't seem on the surface like it's particularly glamorous, the thing that you've made the decision about, It's not like it's like this like glamorous, fabulous, get rich quick kind of thing. That doesn't suit Taurus at all anyway. It's that you know that if you put in the work, if you show up to it on a regular basis, and don't push yourself too hard, just show up to it regularly, it's gonna pan out for you. And that's the ideal vibe for a Taurus to be in. So there Taurus goes. I'm showing up, I'm doing the work. I'm showing up, I'm doing the work. Now, as you're going forward, you're like, which way should I go? Which way should I go? I want to put in my time steadily, but I'm not really sure about which direction to take first. I'm hearing that once you've made the firm conclusion on what you're going to be doing, each step will be revealed to you along the way. That's what that Seven of Cups is all about. It's that you see the fog between this gentleman and where he wants to go and all these other distractions. The card is always indicating that when you've decided where you're going to go, your path will be cleared as you take each step forward. So you're like, okay, I do know a basic thing that I can do now, and I do that. And I know a basic thing that I can do next, and I do that. And then as you go, it's like, oh, well, I could try this. Okay, you do that. Oh, I could try this. And then you do that. You take those baby steps. You're making it. You're making it. And if you want any clues about how to bring good luck to yourself, as you're going forward, we got that Nine of Cups energy. That is gratitude. Make sure, as a good luck measure, my dear, get your journal ready. Have it sitting by your bed so that you're ready with it every evening and every morning, and write your gratitude list. I like to do my gratitude list over a cup of coffee. So I do make coffee first before, but it just depends on what your routine is, what's best for you, to make sure that you stick to the routine. This will help you bring good luck to good fortune and good luck to your abundance, the realm of abundance, and all other realms as well. So next, let's look at your love messages. Oh boy, Taurus, you really went through the ringer recently. I got this shady character that wasn't, I'm not saying that this person was a cheater, even though these two together, it's like, eek, something was going on that you didn't approve of, but you didn't find out until later. You are taking responsibility for your own emotional state now. You realize that just because this person did whatever it was that they did, it doesn't mean that you have to suffer anymore, right? Like, it's okay to grieve. It's okay to be heartbroken. But at some point you have to say, okay, so is this person going to continue occupying mental real estate in my life and preventing me from having good luck and good fortune because I'm upset all the time over what they did? Okay? You don't have to forgive them. It helps for your own luck to forgive them, but you don't have to. That's okay. You can just not think about them. So that's the key going forward. We got the Star in the reverse, reminding you that even though you feel in this kind of hopeless state when it comes to connections with other people, or when it comes to your own emotional well-being regarding what happened before, you can reach the point where you're at peace. And that point is really, really close. It's just a matter of finally just closing the door on the hurt and heartbreak that happened in the past. Once you do that, you get that closure, the peace comes in, the ability to see yourself as someone worthy of being loved. And I think a lot of that lack of peace is coming from, we got the Strength in reverse and we've got the Strength in the upright. So a lot of that lack of peace of mind is coming from, like, what kind of person, this is what you're saying to yourself, what kind of person am I that another person could do that to me? This is something you're saying over and over again. Like, it hits your ego so hard. What kind of person am I that could happen to me? Am I a fool to even have let that happen? So your ego just really took a beating. But you have to remember that what other people choose to do is not a reflection of you. Your experiences are a reflection of what you needed to learn in this lifetime while you're in this physical form at this time. You needed to learn how to let yourself not be attached to the emotional experiences of other people. Okay? You can be there for people, but you are not the people that you connect with. You just care about them. Okay? So if they chose to do something that hurt you, that's not about you at all. And so once you have that closure where you're like, okay, so it's not about me. It's not about me so much. I don't have anything to defend myself from, because just because this person did this, thing doesn't mean it's going to happen ever again, right? So you're letting it go. You're freeing yourself up. You're allowing yourself to be okay. Like, I'm okay. It's not about me. What they did isn't about me. And that is, my dear, where your closure, where you're moving on, is going to come from. And once you allow that, the love comes pouring in. It definitely does. The love comes pouring in. But it's got to start with focusing on just like every time you're thinking about what's going on with other people, every time you think about, well, what are they thinking of me right now? You're getting back to, wait a minute, it doesn't matter what other people think of me. All that matters is what I think of me. I like that. So this is where I'm going to leave off, Taurus. Thank you so much for being with me. In the description box below this video, you'll find links to my Instagram, so you can follow me over there. And I post stuff every day on Instagram. And then you'll find a link to my booking page so that you can book yourself a private consultation with me, one-on-one. And you will find my tip jar. If you love this video so much that you want to send me a tip, you got so much out of it, you're welcome to do that. I love you. Make sure you're subscribed so you can get my readings on a regular basis. And I will see you later on. Bye-bye, Taurus.